what's being missed in Red River? Because I think anytime you have a big game with big names in it, big logos, there's the headlines that are out there. And those headlines have some validity to them, but anytime there's big headlines, the smaller, maybe as important or more important headlines get missed. What's being missed in Red River? For Texas, man, I think what's being missed is that Arch might have just had that pressure bubble burst. And what I mean by that is how much pressure you think has Arch felt since the Ohio State game? Probably a lot. Even before the Ohio State game, by nature of how he played, probably felt a lot of pressure. But Arch has heard for the better part of the last month plus, he's not very good. He's not this, he's that. You got people calling him college football's first flop. And then you lose your second game on the road to Florida. I wonder if losing that second game doesn't just give Arch Manning a little bit of that like fudge it mentality. Hey, whatever, say what you want to say about me. You said it all now. I lost to Ohio State. I lost to Florida on the road. But Arch had a couple of throws in that game where I was like, okay, that's a little bit different from Arch. Like the one where he steps up in the pocket, evades the defensive lineman, throws it downfield to Ryan Wingo. I was like, okay, that might be a little bit of a confidence booster. I wonder if him losing to Florida and all the extra headlines piling on, he's just like callous to it. And that'd be kind of quickly to get calloused to that kind of conversation that's so negative about you. But if the pressure bubble bursts for Arch and the upstairs part of this for him, the mental part of this for him, isn't as much of an anchor, it's much of a weight vest for him playing, like we could see a different Arch Manning in Red River because of how bad it's been to him and for him this point in the year. I also think we look at Oklahoma, man, go watch that Auburn game. The Oklahoma defense was incredible. Absolutely incredible. One of the best defenses in college football, definitely one of the best pass rushers in college football. But Jackson Arnold just straight up missed on a couple of deep ones, dude. There was money on the table, and Auburn was not able to cash in. Which, if I'm Oklahoma, that game plan we had against Auburn where we're daring Arnold to beat us with his arm, I take that exact same approach against Arch, just personally. The exact same approach. So if that's the case, what does that mean for Arch? There will be ripe fruit to be picked in the pass game. There will be plays downfield. So if you can hit a couple of explosives early, talk about confidence, talk about getting a little extra juice, a little bit extra edge to you, in the first half, that wouldn't be a bad situation if you're Texas and if you're Arch Manning. Neither here nor there. Michael Hawkins Jr., and the discussion around him, I think, if he ends up playing for you in this game, I think it is being wildly under-talked about. If Michael Hawkins Jr. starts this game, guess what? That'll be his second Red River he started in 2 years. He's the more experienced player in this game relative to quarterbacks playing. Don't think that matters? You don't think that maybe trotting out there at the Texas State Fair with the crowd split, the emotion, the energy, all those things, that matters when you're familiar with that. I promise you it does, to have a little bit more composure to you. Now, will Michael Hawkins Jr. be the most composed player in this game? It'd be nice if you're Oklahoma, but I think you feel better about that being possible with him having played in this game before. Also, he is not what you had last year at quarterback when it comes to what you expect from Michael Hawkins Jr. Because you see the name, see the jersey, you see him out there and you say, oh boy, here we go. This was the same guy that couldn't get anything going for us offensively last year. Very one-dimensional. First read wasn't there. He had to run for his life. Well, some of that is what he had around him. The offensive line may not be perfect yet at Oklahoma. It's better than what it was last year. The receivers may not be the best in the country. I think it's still more than good enough to win you football games. I'll still take Deion Burks, Jaron Kanik. I'll definitely take them what you had over last year's infirmary was in that position group. Like, overall, Oklahoma is just better set up for success because Michael Hawkins Jr. has had longer in the system, or has had longer playing college football, has a better system, a better OC in Ben Arbuckle, and they're more healthy on the perimeter. All those things make me think that Michael Hawkins Jr., relative to last year, very, very different player, very different situation. So make sure that's said out loud when you talk about Oklahoma. You can still get something done offensively even if you don't have John Mateer in the game. It'll not be the same kind of showing from Michael Hawkins Jr. And him having been in this game, again, probably counts for something when you break it all down.